What's going on, Master Duel fans? James Polk here. Super excited to experience Master Duel Nats for the first time ever. I said to myself, why going to Nats in person when I could just play Nats online, which is amazing. So, first time experiencing Master Duel's Nationals. It was super good. Super fun, super enjoyable. Too many top decks, best decks, and too many versatile decks out there. And all I can say is, it was definitely quite something. And for the video that we're going to be posting up at the time recording of this, it will be top 10 duels where both players are creating some of the most ridiculous line of plays. And looking at this hand, who knows? Albion, toss out Retribution to draw one. So up against Albaz. Special, Coelosalot, Duck, ditch Vera, get the Flower Girl. Revive Vera. Flower Girl, ditch Kelbeck for the bear. Revive Duck. No milling off from Kelbeck against Albaz Despia, because if I expect to hit Tragedy, that is a plus for the opponent, and that would be a bad move. And of course, normal bear. Bear assists Bear to attack twice. 24, 24, 48, 59, 63. That is 17. And let's see. Aside the fact that I special summon Coelosalot, will this change anything? Let's see. The discard and the discard are from Duck and Flower Girl. And yet, Bear's discard effect was not used because I don't have other monsters. So, yeah, that OTK line would have never made sense because I special summon Coelosalot instead of just like the regular normal. So, if this isn't a case, plan B, instead of the OTK line, Synchro for 5, Naturia Beast, canceling out the Brain Infusion. Vera for Radiant, the multi-dimensional Kaiju. Okay, so level 7 Dark Fiend, 28 beater, 25 defense. Nice. Normal Albaz, discard another. And based off from this board state, my whole entire deck is Earth, unless I'm missing out something. Radiant I can see because Lubellion is a thing. Oh shoot! Beast is a Synchro, aka Extra Deck. That means Mirror Jade is also a card. So in this case, good thing we opened up the impermanence, otherwise we literally lost out Naturia Beast for no reason. And this next matchup, judging by the hand, extra awkward. Okay, unexpected die, so normal monster, that's level 4 or lower. Gem Knights. Okay, that pretty much means that Earth statue is super useless in this match because Gem Knights indeed are Earths. If not all of them, that is. Yep, most are Earths. And then the Vanillas, they are indeed Earth. So, yup, Earth statue is definitely useless against Gem Knights. Normal Obsidian, Gem Knight Fusion, Sapphire Obsidian for Aquamarine. As for Aquamarine, not counting the Fusion Summon part, if this card attacks, it is changed to defense, 26 defense, which is huge, at the end of the battle phase, of course. And then when this card is sent from field to graveyard, target one card your opponent controls, kick it back to the hand. Extra nice. I like the move so much, I will set one and pass. Flip up Token Collector. Normal Earth statue, which is super useless. Link off the 2 into Geonator. Corolla. Flower Field, aka Bunny, discard. Grab back Earth statue, revive Token Collector. Agido, mill to 5. Adamancipator, Gem Knights. Okay, never mind about Earth statue being useless. Earth statue can be good in terms of Adamancipator extra deck stuff because they cannot Reptite, Leonite, or Dragite because they're not Earths in terms of synchros. Same with the main deck cards. So the mills are from Agido, Dragite, Analyzer, Gem Knight Fusion, terrible mill, Crystal Rose, and Lapis, while the mills of mine after Agido, Mechanical Hound, super good, Tactics, Thawing Mountains, Call By, and Mystic Ceilings. Quebec, return, Geonator and token for Ossa. Ossa, Steel, Analyzer. Did we hit 5? Yeah, we hit 5. So let's see what went wrong. Normal Earth statue, Token Collector, Kelbeck, Ossa, and Analyzer. Yup, shame. So 3,000 and 4850. There's the nib. Token Collector, whose effect was never used, by the way. Figure I'd take 2 extra cards. Duck and Flower Girl drawn off from Tactics, and oh, would you look at that. That is extra nice. Discard Earth Statue. Revive Mechanical Hound. Flower Girl ditch Vera. Grab Awakening Forests. Revive Vera. Vera take Nibiru. 28, 24, 3,000 lethal. And this next matchup at Nets, looking at this hand, weird. Looks like up against Heroes this time, so increase the start off into set. Okay, that's definitely bad hands for the both of us. Special Pankratops. There's the match change, so show me. Yep, there he is, the Dark Law. Tops, hit over Dark Law, increase, to the back row it goes. A hero lives. Special Shadows. Shadows getting Shadow Mist. Normal. The Shadow Mist. Increase. Should be Shadow Mist. Pankratops. Resolve without effect. Shadow Mist. Getting the Ferris. Ferris. Discarding Plasma. Locked into heroes. Getting another increase. 2 together. Sunrise. Getting Miracle Fuse. Miracle Fuse. And based on the field and our graveyard, nothing but darks, a win from Shadows, and a light. So let's see what the hero player is cooking when it comes to fusing into a E-hero fusion. Escarado. Okay, that pretty much meant that this player must have picked the first heroes selection pack in terms of the 1-year anniversary Master Duel thing, and oh my goodness, Escarado as a Shatter foil? Wow. Side note, I ran this card once in my old school hero extra deck a long time ago, and that Escarado is one of my MVPs of the deck because biggest beat stick. So as for Escarado, extra 100 attack for every elemental hero monster in your graveyard. 3,000 flat, 29. Corolla, Awakening Forest, discard Changing Seasons, specials Pankratops, Agido, Malicious, Poly, Droplet, Maxi, Shalamist. 2 of those mills that I gave to my opponent is a bad idea. And then Flower Girl, Duck, Sleeping Bear, Earth Statue, super good. And Tactics. Shalamist. Getting Vion. Normal Mudora. Opponent's heroes are too large to attack. Changing Seasons banished for Duck, Flower Girl, and Sleeping Bear. Normal Vion. Flower Buds. Target the 3 heroes. Increase. Tribute Descarado. Pankratops. Same scenario. Resolve without effect. Mudora and Awakening Forest go back. Toss out Denier. Malicious for another. Denier. Put the Malicious back to top deck. Cross Crusader. Get Malicious. Locked into heroes. Shoot it off Malicious. Getting Liquid Soldier. Set. Malicious. Getting another one out. Over the Duck. Attack goes back to normal. Changing Seasons. Revive the Duck. Awakening Forest. Ditch Mudora. Toss out Kelbeck for Earth Statue. Kelbeck's Mills. Ash. Double Max C. Vion. Or Double Ash, actually. Ooh. So Double Ash, Double Max C, and Vion. While the mills after Kelbeck. Duck, Callby, Coelisalot, All-Sutter Earth Channeler, and Imperm. Flower Girl, discard herself, getting the field spell. Pankratops. And once I grabbed the field spell, all this time was she in the grave? No, she wasn't. So she's still in the main deck somewhere. And of course, the hero player scooped, because once I have the field spell, banish the trap, make Vera, and then link off the two Vernusylph monsters as of Flourishing and Duck to make Mrs. Radiant, Vera, Mind Control, the Cross Crusader, and then Lethal. And the next matchup, this hand, comfortable with it. Okay, up against Pendulums with the likes of Odd Eyes, Performer Pals, and or Magicians. Set. Spiral Flame Strike for Odd Eyes Arc. Pendulum Call, ditching Performer Pal Odd Eyes Butler, getting Purple Poison and Wisdom Eye. Purple Poison scaled, Arc Pendulum scaled, Butler special out, Arc to the extra it goes. Sky Iris kill the Butler in the zone, and Normal's Wisdom Eye. I think he messed up. The scales 1 and 2 is what screwed him over. Change your heart. Soul of the Supreme King. Pay half of your life points. Special summon 1 Zark from extra deck, ignoring the summon conditions, but negate its effects. And on top of that, it is returned to the extra of the next turn. When your opponent activates a spell card or the effect of a spell, banish this and a Zark from your face-up monster zone. Special summon up to one each of Pendulum XZ, Synchro, and Fusion Dragon from hand, deck, extra deck, and our graveyard. Okay, that is insane. Whoa! That pretty much means that in that 1 year anniversary random choosing packs, opponent must have picked that Odd Eyes pack just so that Zark ended up being Shatter Foil, and look at this beauty. Wow. So as for Zark, due to the fact that its effects are negated, let's see what it really does. Fuse summoned, ignoring the conditions and no other ways, of course, off from the Supreme King trap. If this card is special summoned, doesn't matter how it's special summoned, destroy all cards your opponent controls. Gross. Can't be killed by opponent's card effects. Anti-target within your opponent's card effects, which is gross. When this card kills an opponent's monster by battle, special summon 1 Supreme King Dragon from deck or extra deck. Even more gross. If this card in the monster zone gets killed by battle or card effect, what? Place this card in your Pendulum scale, and once it's in the scale, Fusion, Synchro, and XZs your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. So most cases, anything from the extra deck that isn't Pendulum or Link to screw this over. And then once per turn, when a card or cards is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand outside the draw phase or damage step, destroy that cards. Crazy. Change Heart from Wisdom Eye. Zark's effects negated. Flower Girl ditch Changing Seasons. Get the Vera. Revive Flower Girl. Tribute summon Vera. Vera mind control Zark. Zark for game. And this next match, this hand, nice. Duck, ditch Mechanical Hound, get Awakening Forest. Awakening Forest, discard another copy, Foolishing Agido, revive Awakening Forests, and Agido's Mills up against Danger Dark World. So, Ogo Pogo, Double Brow, Thunderbird, and Response Team, while my mills after Agido are Changing Seasons, Double Flower Buds, Full Bloom, and Mudora. Nice. And 2 set. No cards in hand, opponent can't play spells. Thunderbird. Discard Tsuchinoko. Tsuchinoko. Nessie. Discard Shaddoll Beast. Beast to draw another. Jackalope. Chupacabra hit. Special Jackalope. Chupacabra for Ogopogo. The 2/3s for Phoenix. Phoenix ditching Beige, killing Tactics. Phoenix and Nessie for Unicorn. Unicorn. Spin back the Duster. The 2/8s for Draglubion. Draglubion for number 100. 100 at 9,000 over Mechanical Hound. Wait, shouldn't the other monsters, hold on. Detach one, take 2 dragon numbers. That isn't 97. Special one of them and attach to the other. And then for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon other monsters or declare an attack except with that special summon monster. Okay, that makes sense now. That makes sense. Dark World Dealings. Shaddoll Beast discarded, and thanks for that Keldo being in a graveyard. So Changing Seasons, Duck, and Awakening Forests. Switch all 3. Normal summon Bear, Sleeping Bear, and Bear. Assisting themselves. Technically, Sleeping Bear assist regular Bear for the double up the attack, and then regular Bear targets self to attack twice. And the 2 Sleeping Bears for Mrs. Radiant, just so that the regular Bear can knock out both Draglubion and Unicorn at the same time. Duck to the hand, and number 100 at 0. Moth Monster Man. Moth Monster Man discarded. Snow discarded, and getting the Duster discarded because no back row. Nessie and Beige. Nessie discarded for Tsuchinoko, and knowledge is fully known at that point. Tsuchinoko discarded Beige, draw 1, Beige, Keldo, Field Spell Beige and Tactics go back. Bigfoot, Spot Removal a face up with the likes of Mrs. Radiant, Mrs. Radiant getting Awakening Force. Two together for a Pentastag, and what on earth is this? Two effects to make it. Sure. If your linked monster attacks a defense monster, pierce battle damage. Gross. Pentastag over Bear. Corolla. Duck. Discarded only for Vera. For Mechanical Hound. Sleeping Bear, discarded Vera, toss out Earth Statue. Revive Vera. Vera, take Pentastag. 16, 24, lethal. And this hand for this next matchup, oh, it's insanity. Special summon Coelosalot, Duck, ditch Token Collector, Special Duck, Nat Beast, Flower Girl, ditch Ghost Spell, get the Corolla. For the Flower Girl herself, Awakening Forest, discard itself, toss out Agito. Agito mill to 5. Pitting Scizor, Ash, Angeli, Promenade, and Impermanence, while the mills after Agito, Keldo, Bear, Tactics, or Double Bear, and Duster. So Duster, Tactics, Double Bear, and Keldo. So up against Madolches, Vernusylph Madolches. Discarding Petting Scizor, getting the Duck, revive Petting Scizor, getting out Pudding Cess over Awakening Forest, take the damage, failed to kill Nat Beast. Just so you know, Corolla exists. It makes it so that literally every single Earth monster become Vernusylph monsters, meaning Flourishing Hills, aka Flower Girl, exists. Simply says no Vernusylph card or Vernusylph monsters can't be killed by card effects. So what happens is Vernusylph, Flower Girl, protects Beast from being destroyed by card effects because of Corolla. And in all honesty, I don't always teach my Earth players new tricks up my sleeve. And this next matchup, looking at this hand, I'd say it's okay. Corolla, Duck, ditch Token Collector, there's the Ash. Flower Girl, ditch Flower Buds, get the Field Spell. Field Spell. Special out Vera. Sword Soul Emergence, getting Long Yawn, so up against Sword Soul, and then even though we hard open Token Collector, we can either A, its own effect, or B, Vera Revive, just so that Token Collector will for sure stay on the field. Long Yawn, discard Adhara. Token collector's own effect. Normal Taya. 2 to get it for Shaman. Shaman. Ditch cross off for Adhara. Vera revive Duck. Field spell. Kick back the Shaman. Emergence for Long Yong. Yazi. And as for Yazi, anti-target within opponent's card effects, which is gross, and in each effect of Yazi once. Target one Yangzing monster, self basically, and one card your opponent controls, kill it. Otherwise, actually, yeah. This is each effect. So based on this board state when it comes to Yazi, Corolla is there, and it makes it so that Yazi cannot destroy any of my Vernusylphs on the field, token collector included because of Corolla. So Yazi has to kill Corolla or the field spell. Long Yawn burn for 12. And of course, token collector exists. Not much that Sword Soul can do. And this next matchup, this hand, is going to be a tense one. Galaxy Soldiers. Ditching Galaxy Eyes Photon, drag yourself actual Photon Galaxies. Soldiers. Getting Galaxy Brave. Okay, this is something. If this card is in your hand, reveal one Photon, special it out, its level becomes that. And then normal or special, target one Galaxy monster in graveyard, copies its stats. Sanctuary, 2 tokens, 2 to get it for Soul Flare, and apparently opponent picked the Nebula Cyclone from the choose a random secret pack for that 1-year anniversary, and that is exactly the exact same card I have from that exact same secret pack. Soul Flare, getting GEPD. Galaxy Brave, reveal GEPD. 2 together. Get the GEPD, 1 set. And what on earth is this? Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, number 90. 2 level 8 to make it. Light Warrior, 25 attack, 3000 defense, which is way too large. Photon card as material. It does GEPD. Cannot be killed by card effects. Each of the following effects once. When an opponent's monster activates this effect, it doesn't care where. Detach 1, negate that effect, and if the detached card was a galaxy, both are galaxies, so Photon Lore is guaranteed to negate and destroy that opponent's monster. And on top of that, during your opponent's turn as a quick effect, take 1 Photon or Galaxy card, spell trap included, and either add it to the hand or +1 material. This is going to be a long ride. Corolla, Photon Lord, and Oasis, reviving soldiers. And should be this card, Special one, Galaxy Eyes from hand or graveyard. That is in Cloud Dragon. And then that's the once per turn thing. And then one time only, if this card is in graveyard, target one Galaxy Eyes Xyz you control +1 material. Special Quellasalot. Also ditch Vera. Negate from the Lord. Flower Girl. Discard Rabbit. Getting the Bear. Revive Vera. Vera take the Lord. Bear discarded itself to draw one. Revive Alsa. Sink 7 into Samurai Destroyer. Vera over Soldiers. Photon Lord. And Samurai Destroyer. Tribute 2 for Mechanical Hound. No cards in hand, opponent cannot play spells. Black Dragon special by banishing soldiers. Cloud Dragon discarded off from soldiers. Getting another Cloud Dragon. Cloud Dragon. Tributed the Return of Photon Lord. Vera. Revive Rabbit. Just so that none of the monsters can be targeted, of course. Lord over Vera. Black Dragon over Rabbit. Photon Lord into Zeus. And Zeus. Wipe away everything with Black Dragon getting White Dragon. Top Dead Bear. Nothing. Special White by banishing black and then normal Photon Orbital 4 Starliege Photon Blast Dragon. If this card is Xyz Shokan, special one Photon from hand, obviously no cards in hand. And then while this Xyz Shokan monster is on the field, your opponent cannot target monsters with 2,000 or more attack within card effects. Also, they cannot be killed by opponent's card effects. Once per opponent's turn, as a quick effect, detach one, target one of your Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon that is banished or in your graveyard, special it out. Seems pretty good. And of course, Zeus for 3,000. Bear, discard Changing Seasons. Starliege. Reviving GEPD from grave. Draw one. Special Vera. Mind Control EXZ. Normal Duck. 2 together for Alsa. And both 3,000 flats are too large to be attacked. There's no shot my opponent has Black Dragon's sword. And he has. Because Claw of Hermos using dragons. The case is one face-up monster, most likely to buff up the Zeus. Extra 1,000, as well as 500 attack and defense for each dragon on the field and graveyards everywhere. So, based on the graveyard, no dragons on my end, but for the opponent, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dragons. So 1,000 plus the 3,000, 4,000 extra. So Zeus would be at 7,000 if this resolves. In response to Claw of Hermos, changing seasons to Soul Charge all Vernusylphs. Duck, Bear, Rabbit, Flower Girl. Black Dragon Sword gets negated and it gets killed off. Zeus +1 material courtesy of its own effect by having Nebula Dragon as a material. Zeus over the duck. Too little too late for seeing Earth Barrier statue, but you know what? Mind control to Zeus, lethal. And this next matchup, looking at this hand, I don't know, man. Keto, ditch, Agito. Getting Mudora, special out Keto, Agito. Okay, Scareclaws. Imperm, Scareclaw Raycarts, Acro, Maxi, and Balloon. Okay, so Scareclaws, they are all about special summoning themselves, offering the adjacent zones, and depends on what the Scareclaws be do. That's where it gains the benefits, offering the extra deck Scareclaws. As for Balloon, pierce better damage, Acro, extra 300 per defense monster you control, and then Astra, for every number of defense Scareclaws you have, that's how many times it gets to attack. And then Raycarts, same thing with the free special. In this one, normal or special, add a Scareclaw spell trap from dead to hand, super good. And then if 3 or more defense monsters are on the field after the search resolves, draw a card, super good. As for the links, Scareclaw Lightheart. For this card's link summon, only use monsters in your main monster zone as material. Link summon in the extra monster zone, add 1 primitive planet Reichphobia from dead to hand, and that is not once. If you control Visa Starfrost, special this out from graveyard 1 time only. The Boss of Triheart, 3 effects to make it. Must be link summoned, no other ways. All face-up monsters on the field are changed to defense mode, unaffected by activated effects of defense monsters. And then extra monster zone, 1 level 3 Scareclaw in your graveyard, special it out, and if you do, add 1 Scareclaw monster from dead to hand, and no special summon for the rest of the turn except Scareclaws. And then spells and traps, Splash. Target a Scareclaw monster or Starfrost. Attack while in face of defense, so total defense Shogun, and whichever is higher in terms of attack or defense, it gets applied for damage calc. And then when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a Scareclaw monster in your extra zone, send this face-up card to negate that effect. The alternative is tribute 3 Scareclaws. For the rest of the turn, your opponent can only special summon monsters in defense mode, gross. And then during your turn, banish this, burn your opponent 100 for each defense position monster everywhere on the field. Super nice for the burn. And then the Strato. Activate one of the following effects. Target 1 Scareclaw or Starfrost in your monster zone, and 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Your opponent gains attack and defense, whichever is higher, in terms of offering your opponent's monster. When a card or effect is activated that targets a Scareclaw or Visa Starfrost, negate it. Primitive Planet Reichphobia, according to Lightheart. Upon activation, it is a tanky of Scareclaw monster or Starfrost, and then monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense for each defense monster everywhere on the field. And if 3 or more defense monsters are everywhere on the field, target one card your opponent controls, kill it. And the destruction effect is once and the activation is once. Scareclaw Arrival. It is a monster reborn of Scareclaw or Visa Starfrost, and if a Scareclaw Link monster you control will be killed by battle or card effect, banish this card from graveyard instead. So saving grace of extra deck or extra monster zone Scareclaws in terms of Link monsters. And with that being said, that is literally every card covered for Scareclaw. Mudora, Ditch Kelbeck, Special Mudora. And then let's see, Reichphobia, Strato, Nibiru, Acro, Astra. And I just realized that half of the Scareclaws are Earths. It makes it so that the Earth statue is super useless when Astra, Balone, and Acro are around. But cards such as Reichheart, Lightheart, and Triheart are really, really good. Bear, Ditch Token Collector, draw one. Revive Mechanical Hound. Tribute Summon Vera. No cards in hand. Opponent cannot play spells. Balone. Another Balone. And Acro for Triheart. To defense, all go. Perla XC. Changing Seasons Chained. Duck, Rabbit, Sleeping Bear, just so that Perla XC gets negated. Triheart, getting the Balone. Balone shuffling, or Keldo shuffling Balone, Tactics, Change Your Heart. And Scareclaw players scooped. And last but not least, in this intense replay, looking at this hand, we're gonna do some wonders. Normal Earth Statue, Duck, Ditch Mechanical Hound, get a Guido, Revive Mechanical Hound, opponent's Kelbeck, return the Hound, Flower Girl, ditch the Hound again, get Sleeping Bear, revive the same Hound, Sleeping Bear, ditch a Guido, toss out Kelbeck, Mill 10, revive Flower Girl. Bear, Flower Girl, Keldo, Vera, Rabbit, Flower Buds, another Bear, Duster, Field Spell, and Raigeki. And as for opponent's mills, Squamata, Kelbeck, King of the Swamp, Double Mudora, Hofness, Maxi, Heartbeat, Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, and Rain of Heart. So, based off of those mills, Bridge of Salvation's okay. And then Tearlament's Trap in Graveyard, there is none, so Heartbeat is useless. So, Bridge of Salvation, Mudora is live, and Kelbeck for more mills and Squamata for Foolish Burial. So Squamata Foolish, Kelbeck milling more cards, Salvation getting Turtle Unconvincing, as well as the Tear Field Spell. Also the Earth Channeler, Awakening Forests, Flower Buds, Change Your Heart, Ghost Spell, DD Crow, Meta Noise, Scream, Beast, and Sharon. Beast, being foolish, off from Squamata. And then Beast, Scream, and Meta Noise. Meta Noise getting Hofness. Scream getting Soliek, and Beast to draw one, and one set. Oh, and if you guys are wondering how come the tier player was unable to fusion summon, it is because of Earth Statue. 15 cards to 17 left. Keldo, Ditch, Agito, getting another copy. Agito and Mudora. Rhinoheart, Sharon, and Scream. Shuffle back. Havnus, Agito, Mass Change 2 on Convinced Dark Law, Scream and Rhinoheart Mill, and then Awakening Forests and Perm, Changing Seasons, Flowering Fields, and Tactics. Scream getting Soliek, 12 cards to 11, set Merlee, Crow, and Scream, and what Earth XZ is the tier player allowed to have because of Earth Statue? Okay, that makes total sense. Babushka. And then set Changing Seasons, Revive, Sleeping Bear, Keldo, Change of Heart, Field Spell, Raigeki, Orange Light, discarding Keldo, and then Keldo, Scream, Agito, Mass Change 2, negating my Keldo, of course, offering an Orange Light. Set. Geonator. Soliek. Negating his own crime. Negating his own Soliek with crime, excuse me. And why on earth folks would do that? Shuffle it back. Okay, so 12 cards to 11. Makes sense. Ditching Havnus. Geonator. There's the Soliek. Mudora banished to have Havnus, Crime, and Kelbeck shuffled. Yeah, he negated the first Soliek. That makes sense. Negates Geonator. I tried to creature swap Babushka, but we tried. Babushka for the maintenance cost. Changing Seasons. For Vera. Vera, Revive, Duck. Babushka over Geonator. Can't go to Zeus because of Earth Statue. Set one because Mechanical Hound is a card, and then Soliek negating Mechanical Hound just so that the spell cards are being turned on. Field Spell getting Sharon, Foolish Goods, ditching Soliek, getting Havnus, 11 cards to 11, changing Seasons, Revive Sleeping Bear, Sleeping Bear, assist Vera, Duck, and Sleeping Bear for Mrs. Radiant, everyone to attack mode, normal summon Flourishing Hills, Mechanical Hound over Babushka, Earth Statue attacks, Keldo banish, that would be Sharon, Soliek, Scream, Shuffle back. I chose not to negate Keldo because what my opponent doesn't know is that once the field spell or once the 3 cards are going to get shuffled back, opponent is going to legit attempt to destroy the Vera because of how high the attack is. But what my opponent doesn't know is that I have Flower Girl on the field, which makes Vera being protected by effect destruction. Field spell? Nope. Flower Girl is a thing. Vera 53. And that is game against Ishizu tier. So guys, that's gonna do it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And we'll catch you guys next time.